Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Frothy, another edition. Glennie, how are you, my friend?
Good, mate. Another extremely busy week.
Woo! It's been a big week, and it's been a big week for the Frothy. We've had so many emails coming in from viewers who watched the show last week. A, thanking us for getting Jason Belmonte on.
Well,
B,
you got him on.
Well, Jason himself.
Absolutely.
Thanking him for coming on. So
terrific, Blake.
Absolutely
terrific,
fantastic.
Blake. As I said that, we just said that last week.
We did.
How good a guy is that?
We did. Now, it was an absolute cracker of a week, cracker of a show, and guys, just to follow it up, we've got the dates for the bowling tournament that Jason actually came back to bowling. The Rolling Thunder, it's going to be on Foxtel on channel 506. It's going to be on at 6 p.m. at night, guys.
Okay.
So this is prime time for 10-pin bowling. Episodes 1 to 4 are going to be on from December 10th to the 14th. And then episodes 5 to 18th will be December 17th to the 20th on Foxtel 506, 6 p.m. Huge for 10-pin bowling. Huge for 10-pin bowling, mate. So, look, while we're still on 10-pin bowling, guys, just wanted to put a quick shout out, Glennie, hope you don't mind.
No.
We've got another Australian professional bowler.
Another one.
In the name of Sam Cooley.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Sam.
There you go, mate.
Mate, congratulations, because Sam, last week, won the World Cup, the Bowling World Cup.
World Cup.
He's the second Australian to actually do that. Male Australian. We've had a fair amount of ladies Australians who have won it.
Yeah.
But Sam's the second Australian male to win the
good on you,
World
mate.
Bowling Cup, mate. So if there's anyone out there, please, I don't know Sam, and I would love if someone can put a comment below.
Yeah.
Where Sam's from, what state, and what is bowling centre, where he normally bowls. If you can put a comment below, because I'd really like to know where Sam is from. But congratulations, mate.
Yeah,
well done.
Sam,
that is a huge effort and a huge honour to win the Bowling World Cup. So well done. Now, guys, as we spoke about last week, we are going to have a few more guests coming along onto the show. And next week, Glennie,
we've got some rippers lined up, mate.
Pretty excited next week. I spoke to a gentleman during this week who's just come back from Finland. Playing in the Para Ice Hockey World Championships.
Wow.
Now, this guy has played for Australia in wheelchair rugby league, wheelchair tennis, wheelchair hockey, basketball, and he's also done arm wrestling as well. So that'll be interesting to have a bit of a talk to him about the arm wrestling.
We're gonna have a go.
He's also an ambassador for people in wheelchairs who have had problems and stuff.
Yeah,
he sounds like an amazing guy. So I hope everyone gets on board for this, because he sounds sensational.
Yeah, well they are, mate. And the other thing is, I know this is just left the field, but I know there's quite a few elite sportsmen. They've tried to get into the chair.
Yeah.
And actually have a go at it. And I know AFL teams have done this. And mate, they said it is almost near impossible. So these guys, they've gone through some life-changing things, but they are athletes, and their upper body strength is
it's phenomenal. So make sure you join in next week, guys. Darren Belling's his name.
Yeah.
He's a 5-time Australian.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Player.
Absolutely looking forward to it, mate.
And he was also a sports person before he had his accidents, and we will touch on that. And unfortunately, you may have heard of him in the news on the way back home from Finland. The plane lost his wheelchair, believe it or not, and he's had a mile of trouble and been in the news, and feel sorry for the poor bugger. But we'll cover all that next week anyway.
We'll cover it.
But,
looking forward to that.
Yeah. Mate. So anyway, mate, we're going to jump straight into out with it. Alright guys, we're out with it. Glennie, we don't have a special guest tonight like we did last week, because that was fantastic. And we've got a special guest next week.
We have.
But we do have someone we're going to bring in for Out With It.
We are.
Who is this joker? Who is this masked man?
This joker I mentioned back in, I think it was episode 3, back a little bit, but as I mentioned to you before, and that he's my brother, and he's not heavy. But
he is your brother.
He's a one-eyed Collingwood supporter, and he lives on the Gold Coast.
The Gold Coast. How are you, buddy?
He's a Gold Coast.
Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, mate.
Thank you for welcoming me to Friday's Frothy.
He's down at the moment and enjoying our cooler weather.
And it's been cold. And it's been cold.
And
it was 31 degrees one day, and then
it's 15 the next.
16 today.
Yeah. I'm just a little bit jealous because he's just been travelling all over Europe and Ireland and, and everything else, and seen plenty over there, Mick.
I did.
But he did miss the football. He missed Collingwood. I think he might have watched it on his phone.
Oh, shame you missed it though.
Well, no, I didn't miss it altogether. I watched it at 5:30 in the morning on my phone.
There you go. So that's called dedication.
Getting up that early to watch your team lose? Nah, not for me.
No.
Not for me. No. Guys, we're on Out With It. Mick, Out With It is anything that's happened during the week that really annoys us.
Gets up your goat.
Or gets on our goat. Something that's happened that we're not happy with, mate. And there's a couple this week. And the first one I want to show you guys is this one here. Glenn, if you want to move over so Mick can see this.
Yep.
Have a look at this, right? This is a kid's soccer game. If you didn't see this during the week,
good kick.
Look at this!
Hey!
Look at this! So the parent pushes the kid to stop the goal.
That's just taken a little bit too far, isn't it? That is unbelievable.
A lot of people out there will say that's child abuse. Not me, guys. Not me.
Smart.
That's cheating. That's cheating, right?
Absolutely.
That is cheating.
Can you imagine the rest of the parents around that oval? What would they be thinking?
I mean, that's the trouble, isn't it? With all these young kids and that today, I mean, let them play. No, it doesn't matter if that was a goal.
Well, it ended up being
a goal, but look, that's the thing. You parents, just go out, and you've seen this, Mick, up on the Gold Coast. Mm-hmm. Parents that go to sport, let your kids play. That's all you got to do. You can't live what you used to do or couldn't do.
I'll have a listen to this.
Don't
listen to this. This is your brother. Come on.
Really kettle black there.
Hey?
Do not put it in.
Can you imagine him going, come on, get out of here and whack him? Yeah, that'd be like.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of biff. Don't do that to the kids.
Second on Out With It tonight. I don't know if you guys have heard it or not, but there is talk of going around, coming from the Adelaide camp in AFL.
Oh. What's happened there?
Oh, someone wants to have a 3-game series for the grand final of the AFL.
Pikey.
Oh, I think that's where it's coming from. But it's gaining a lot of momentum. There's a lot of people talking about it. And I can tell you right now, everyone out there in AFL world, I will not watch a grand final over 3 games.
No.
I won't.
No.
I won't.
That's what are they? They've tried to Americanise things.
Mm-hmm.
They get and they've tried to zoning. And they've done all their rules and they've made them. And that's it, isn't it? It's got to be it.
Yep.
And they accept it.
Yep.
The silly thing about this is they've just got through, and the MCG, they've just done a, I don't know, it's over so many, like a decade or more, where they said there'll be no more games. It's all at the MCG. Final's not going to be changed too.
Not going anywhere else.
No, not going anywhere else. So, it is. I understand the plight of the interstaters, but and look. The only thing you can do is when they do the draw, make sure that these interstate sides do get to play at the MCG. And then it probably won't.
What's the problem? West Coast beat Collingwood.
Well, that's
there you go.
Exactly.
They had a good side.
An interstate
right.
team won.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
exactly right.
it's just that's footy. I mean,
Hey guys, just quickly while we're out with it, I mentioned maybe last week or the week before we were talking about football, and I have this theory that I hate having some teams playing some teams twice and other teams only once, right? Yep. And I brought this up the other week about what about if we had a 17-round competition where everyone plays everyone once, and then we have a top 10, possibly even a top 12. Don't crucify me. If you've got any problems, email us. The Friday Frothy at gmail.com. But
viewers,
top 10, top 12, that'll extend the finals. So we're actually getting still the same amount of games that we're going to lose in the actual pre-season. But playing teams twice and not other teams twice to me is just wrong.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, there's sides that played in 2017 twice. They're playing the same ones again.
Twice again.
In 2000.
Well, sorry, 2018 and
19. Sorry, I've just lost you.
Yeah.
But anyway, that again is the AFL marketing the big sides.
It is.
Exactly right.
And as you mentioned the other week, mate, about Geelong, I think you said they had
Yeah,
How many games?
9 home games.
9 home games.
At Shell Stadium.
And all the other games
that's
are in
guaranteed
Victoria.
finals for them.
Well, you would think so.
Guaranteed.
So,
and what they've done for Essendon as well. That's a big day for it. That's the AFL saying we're sorry, Essendon, we've done the wrong thing by you. Let's give them the world. But anyway, so anyway,
good draw.
there we go. One more for out with the guys and Mick.
Yep.
Guess what we're having for dinner after this?
I actually brought down. This is just a little bit, a few sausages and that.
Sausages! Are we having them in bread?
We are going to have them in bread.
Are we having onions?
I don't know this story, but Jeff's going to tell me. But I gather we're going to have onions.
I
onions.
don't know the full story, guys, but what I have heard that
Bunnings,
someone possibly may have slipped over on an onion in Bunnings. Fool on you.
Well, don't eat in Bunnings. Eat outside where you're meant to.
So now the directive is that anyone who cooks a sausage in Bunnings has to put the onion on the bottom and then the sausage on top of the onion rather than the onion on top of the sausage.
It's a World man.
Un-Australian.
Where are they going to put the sauce?
It's un-Australian. No, that's next. If the sauce
Don't
falls
drop
off,
the sauce. Don't drop whatever you do. Don't drop the sauce.
guys, come on, seriously.
And don't go and have a quick cold drink of Coke or something and drop the ice on the floor because the same thing will happen
There's
again.
no ice. When do you go to Bunnings and get ice? Out with it.
Probably any sausage.
Oh, goodness gracious. I
Well-
said that last week, goodness gracious, and I got in trouble for it.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy. Matt Kahn, you know what I'm talking about there. Anyway, so there you go, guys. Bunnings sausages, ask for your onions on top. Don't ask for nothing. It's just not the way it's not the way it works.
in a serious thing too, these people that give up their
Yeah,
time.
volunteers.
Exactly, Mick.
volunteers.
They do that up there. It's all throughout Australia.
Oh, it's all fundraising.
It's all fundraising,
It's all fundraising.
and let's get behind those people and make sure you have your sausages
Get into it.
and onions.
All right, guys, that was out with it. Mick, do you want to hang around?
Yep.
You want to stay with us?
Yeah, why not?
Stay around with us. All right, that was out with it. Right, guys, just quickly, we're going to run through some quick ones. AFL, still on AFL. Menzel's gone to Sydney, you heard that?
I have seen Menzel's gone, yeah.
To back up Buddy.
Yeah. Brendan Goddard, he's got a bit of the old Terriers going on from Essendon.
I think he's gone, isn't he?
Well, he doesn't want to quit, he wants to get picked up.
Oh, he won't, he's gone.
His statement during the week was that he's not happy sitting on the sideline knowing that someone else not as good as him is playing still. He's still got it burning in his heart, he wants to play.
That's like every champion. And look, Brendan Goddard's been a champion. But the thing is, there comes a time when we all have to
You
give up.
got to hang it up.
And I think Phil mentioned about Georgie Bailey.
Well,
George Bailey.
Yeah, that's big news. isn't it?
Why he's hitting runs and doing a good job, he's in. As soon as you start doing the wrong thing and you're not, you're out. And that's sport. That's professional sport. So,
Mate, NRL, you heard any more on the Bennett Seabold?
well, the last thing I heard is, well, at the moment it's going to be. They are going to change.
It's happening?
No,
No?
it's they reckon now that they will coach there. I think Bennett will be at the Broncos and.
How do you...
Seabold will still be at the
What,
Rabbits.
next year? Or-
Yeah, next year.
Oh, okay.
But
Glenn reported the week before that one of these guys was trying to get players from another team to come to the team that they're going to go and coach.
Bennett tried to get
Not his current
I did
team.
hear that, yes.
because he's thinking the year.
Goodness gracious!
Anyway, we're still
Whoopsie
confused.
daisy.
Yeah, what's it? If anyone can shed some light on it, because I keep looking at the news and like everyone does, all us great rugby league fans, and we don't know what's going on. So let us know.
Just we're dropping and changing around a fair bit here tonight, guys. A bit of boxing. Obviously, the Horn Mundine fight. It's on Friday night, November 30th. So get on it. I still haven't heard back from Jeffrey. But the reason I'm bringing this up because there's a few more things that are happening with boxing around the place that you guys might be interested in. On Saturday, I don't know where this is, but on Saturday, the day after the Mundine Horn fight, do you remember Sonny Bill
Sonny
Williams?
Bill,
Sonny Bill?
the big Kiwi.
Sonny Bill?
Great, and played rugby.
Well, yeah, he went into boxing after his...
Yeah, he did.
And he does all right.
He's a monster of a lot.
But he's going to have a fight, and he's fighting a personality on from TV. And I wouldn't call this guy a personality. Don't you be looking at my notes. I wouldn't be calling him a personality, because this guy was from The Bachelor.
Well, Oh, I don't watch The Bachelor.
No, you do, because
I don't watch The Bachelor.
I know you watch Home and Away.
Oh, except for I did actually, yeah, but
what's his name? What was the guy from The Bachelor? The Honey Badger.
The Honey
Glenn
Badger.
loved the Honey Badger.
I like the Honey Badger. He was rugby union over
Sonny Bill Williams is not fighting the Honey Badger.
No.
But he is going to fight, Stu Laundy. Now, Stu Laundy was the Bachelor who won Sophie Monk's heart. Did you see that? Sophie Monk? I didn't watch it. But
well, he wanted
Sophie Monk,
jumping in the ring with Sonny Bill.
He was a rich guy. Yeah, look at you.
I know this one,
Yeah, he's a rich guy. He's taken on Sonny Bill Williams.
Good luck to him.
Yep. But it gets even better.
What?
Because on the same card, guess who else is fighting? The legend himself, Jeff Fennick.
Him, I love you.
I'm a nut.
I love you. Good old Jeffrey.
I'm a nut.
He's
So
coming back.
there you go, guys. We've got some huge fighting coming. Oh, and actually, while we're on fighting, for those of the UFC who are interested,
Merrickville Mauler.
we've been talking about Mayweather maybe taking on, was it Khabib? Yeah, Khabib, the Doner Kebab.
Oh, the kebab.
That hasn't been finalised yet, but Mayweather has come out of retirement. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Tenshin Nazawaka, who is an undefeated Japanese kickboxer with 27 victories. So Mayweather's 41, and he's going to fight this Japanese kickboxer who is 20. What do you think about that, guys?
Well, that doesn't compute, does it?
20 and 40.
That's dumb. This guy's got more money than sense, let me tell you
Yeah.
right
I think
now.
it's just all about staying in the public eye.
For those who are interested in your WWE, the Daniel Bryan beat AJ Styles to win the WWE
Was that
Championship.
here, was it?
No, that was back over in America.
Back over in America.
Yeah,
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, yes.
Yeah.
If you watch it, I do. That's a bit sad. I know. Roman Reigns, I don't know if you've heard, is battling leukemia.
Yeah, I did. He's not that old either, is he?
No, he's a young fella.
No, he's only a young fella,
He's a
and
young fella.
he's a monster of a bloke. But let's hope he gets a little bit. He's better than that, and he gets back out to wrestling.
Just while we're on wrestling, guys,
Because it's true.
I've got a bit of
It's all true.
I've got a bit of it. Hey, I've got a bit of inside information on the wrestling, as Glenn sits there saying it's true.
Well, you love your wrestling.
I love me wrestling, and I still do, and I know what it's all about. So don't ring me up thinking that. just an
Wrestling's
idiot.
me too, like when I was bowling and that. Going back a few episodes.
Many years ago, and this is going to make you people feel really old. I worked at a Travelodge hotel, and in that Travelodge hotel, we had a lot of stars come to Brisbane, and we had the wrestlers come, and we had wrestlers like the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, the Junkyard Dog,
Junkyard
Adrian
Dog.
Adonis, the Killer Bees, Iron Mike Sharp, just to name a few. Coco Beware. So there's just to name a few.
A couple of legends.
And I can say this now
Sonny
because
Johnson, was he there? No, I'm probably going back to
the Junkyard Dog is now deceased, so I can say this. The first thing the Junkyard Dog said to me, believe this or not, we got on the elevator to go up to his room, and he goes, hey man, we're going to get some drugs. Now, we don't condone drugs on the show.
definitely not.
But this is what he said to me, and I'm just looking at him going, are you, and I'm a kid. At this stage, I'm 15, 16 or
I thought
something.
you were 17.
Yeah, maybe 17. Yeah, I've just got my
Well, you're
license.
only 20,
And this
yeah.
guy's looking at me, I give it to. So that's the Junkyard Dog, you know, the guy with the big chains around his neck. I go into the room of the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. And if anyone can remember the Iron Sheik, he had the big boots that had the huge...
big pointed boots.
Yeah, had the big thing on there. Oh.
the big
Nasty. I tell
Camel
you,
clutch, wasn't it?
I got to tell you guys, I
Camel
went
clutch.
in, I picked up his boots, and this is what they were like.
signature move.
Couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
But Jeff, it's real.
It is real, so it's a bit of fascinating. Here's a bit more for you. Iron Mike Sharp. You get him on TV, he does like this and I want... I went and knocked on his door because I had to go and see him about something. He opens the door and he said, oh, hi, how you doing, man? But on TV, he's got this, man, boys, you know. The Killer Bees were champion, B. Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Brunzel. Look at my memory going back.
That's very good.
They were fantastic. And but I just wanted to give you a bit of an insight that Adrian Adonis, do you remember him? That big fella? He would have 3 meals at every sitting. He'd have 3 breakfasts,
Some
3
of them are that
lunches.
big, they look like they eat one another.
He's gone as well
I
now.
thought 3 meals of something else.
So he's gone as well. So there's a little bit of a...
Well,
We're like in wrestling. All jokes aside, these guys, I'm having.
Oh, they are athletes. They are.
If you ever said to one of these guys that it is fake and all that, they'd probably belt you because they do get hurt. They seriously get hurt, and it's well.
They're amazing,
what's the
mate.
word? It's well
Choreographed.
That's it. It's
Choreographed.
exactly. But they do these moves, unbelievable.
Like the nut.
And get out if they were only in Australia not long ago.
Yeah, they were.
Get out and watch your wrestling, and then I reckon it's great entertainment.
Speaking of wrestling and getting out, Kiss coming to Melbourne, which I think I'm going to go to, guys. Yeah, Kiss final tour. Yeah,
you still got the makeup on?
That's showing my age. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, NFL, guys. I'm not going to go through the whole scores, but I've got to highlight some scores from the last week because.
Oh, my turn.
Well, no, our team. But here's a couple that are up there. I think I said Steelers will be in the
Championship,
the Super Bowl.
Mm.
They beat the Panthers 52-21. The Saints, I did.
Frothy.
Saints beat the Bengals
Friday
51-14. But here we go, guys. The more important, the Buffalo Bills, the biggest losers in the competition.
Yep.
We beat the Jets 41-10.
Wow. Well done.
On the Bills. On the Bills.
They're done well.
And your team, the Packers, beat the Villains.
Oh,
the Dolphins. My brother's team, the Dolphins.
Oh, just
31-12.
Yeah, well done, Packers.
So well done, the Packers.
No, you
Mick,
Packers.
do you follow an NFL team?
No.
You don't? That's fair enough.
Mick's on the border up there. He gets his rugby and his football. He loves his footy, but
We call it league up there, not
That's
rugby.
fair enough.
We call it league.
League.
What do you got there, Glennie?
Well, we're gonna have a look at basketball, mate. But here we go. This is now NBA, but look, the Los Angeles Lakers. They were struggling earlier, and I've given a few of the scores, but we're not going to go into all scores. I just like picking out little bits out of the NBA because we could be here for a month. So the Los Angeles Lakers, they'd won 3 straight, and this Tyson Chandler, he came in from Phoenix.
Heard of him.
Well, he was dropped from, who was he? Where did he play? Gosh, I don't even know. He was at Phoenix. And Phoenix were on the bottom. They're on the bottom of the Wazza, mate. And, the Lakers picked this guy up. So, anyway, he was, yeah, the Wazza. Anyway, he came in, so on the last 3 wins, and they're a little bit like some of our scores there, mate, with the
Billies.
with the Bills and all that, but they were doing no good, the Lakers. All of a sudden, I reckon they've won about, I think, 5 or 6 now in a row. So this guy has been the reason. So that's Tyson Chandler. So at any rate, LeBron James, he dunked the winning basket, which was against the, who was it against? The Atlantic Hawks. Not them, like the Hawks.
Here we go.
Atlantic Hawks. So I'm sorry I had to bring that one in.
Bring the Hawks up.
Here we go.
The score was 107-106, and but this Chandler, just with a couple of seconds to go,
It wasn't a big windmill one, was it?
Huh?
There wasn't a big windmill when he slam dunked it.
Well, he slam dunked it, but then they got the Hawks got it down. They were at 15 seconds to go, and guess what?
What?
Oh, there's a phone. We'll just get rid of that. That's unexpected. Anyway, well, I reckon that's someone complaining.
Yeah, you talking about the Hawks?
So
That doesn't work.
So anyway, so LeBron James, he came in, got the basket, and this Chandler, he's blocked.
No, Glenn's busy at the moment. He's doing the Friday Frothy show.
Was that LeBron? That could have been LeBron James.
No, it's not LeBron.
It wasn't.
That's Tom Scully. Yeah, it's all good, Tom. No,
Okay.
he'll call you.
back to him in a
He'll call
minute.
you tomorrow. Thanks, Tom. Bye.
Thanks, mate. Anyway, that should have been off. Anyway, so cutting a long story short, with 15 seconds to go, 107, 106, went to go for the basket, and this Chandler, he stopped him. He got him. Yeah,
Sorry.
a block. It's called a block, but anyway. So that was that. And on the other side, a bit of fantastic news here. Benny Simmons, who was spoken about, the Australian, his dad was a champion down here, American born, his father.
And he didn't play for Hawthorn.
No, he did. He was born in Victoria, Melbourne. Melbourne. I always say, don't know. Anyway, he set up this. It's like a revolutionary thing where he's going to get all the kids, the best kids around Australia, and they're going to take some sides over there during the summer, in the American summer.
Oh, really?
And they're going to run a summer camp there where these guys get exposure.
Sorry, is that Ben Simmons or Ben Simmons' dad?
No, this is Ben Simmons.
This is Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons himself.
That's champion.
Yeah, so NBA champion, and he's got this program going, and so for all the Aussie kids, what that does, it gives us a future now in basketball. So he's done that with the backing of giant Nike.
Okay.
So
well
Nike.
Done.
Nike's done that.
Ben Simmons, 10 points, mate. That is fantastic.
that's. I think that's breaking news.
That is yeah, that's all right.
Well, sort of.
That's all right. That's
Sorry about that.
mate.
Took a little bit too long. I'm sorry about that.
Very well done. Right.
So yeah, anyway.
Guys, we
Basketball.
we spoke probably about 3-4 episodes ago that we asked people to bring in some of their sports, whether it be your child's first cricket game or your bowler 300 game, the last 10 frames, or whatever it is. And we have got someone who sent something through.
Okay.
Jason that we spoke to the other week.
Oh,
Your Hawthorn mate.
absolutely.
He's actually been a mechanic. He's been setting up a car for a guy called Ronnie Conquest up in Queensland.
Okay.
Now, if you wanted to get into motor racing, I thought this was pretty interesting because they've spent probably about $20,000 to get into this Hyundai Cam's racing series. We'll have a couple of pictures up.
Wow.
We'll have a couple of pictures up or down, wherever you're going to put them, of these guys in their racing. Jason used to work on the V8 Utes, doing the mechanic stuff and things. So Ronnie's asked Jason, would you mind if I got into this, would you help me out with getting my car set up and stuff? So they've gone out and they've done an enduro for 200 kilometres a couple of Sundays ago, which is what the pictures are for. They started in 10th place, but they had a couple of electrical problems. They were racing against former Bathurst winner Paul Morris, Jason Bargwanna's son, and Jason Ackermanis, you guys from old Jason the Acker, your best mate. He's racing Hyundai.
Still got his blonde hair.
Won't be telling them how good he is.
Well, they would be. So the guys ran out of fuel with about 15 laps to go. So, but well done, guys. And I've got a picture we're going to end up on here, and it's the boys sitting around after the race, and they're all having a froth. And we pretty much like that, don't we? Having a froth. So good on you guys. Fantastic.
Yeah, well,
local heroes getting out there. If you've got some sports that you're doing, send it in. We'll put it on for you. We'll try and put it on. Depends on how much we get. But well done, Ronnie Conquest and Jason Pearson, for getting on there and doing something for us.
Well done, mate. Mighty Hawks.
Also, guys, got a bit of footage here or here. We walked to the cricket the other day on Sunday.
Oh, we did.
And we got passed by a gentleman around the area, and
Never seen anything like it.
he was riding a exercise machine / scooter /
whatever.
bike, and he yelled out, because we filmed him, and he yelled out, "Put me on Facebook, my name's Shane Mundy."
Let's do it.
Now,
Shane, if you're out there.
Shane, if you're watching the show, which I hope you are, send us a comment, send us an email to fridayfrothy.com. Is that right? fridayfrothy@gmail.com. Send us an email, because we want to know about this bike.
Yeah, we do.
How much it costs, where it comes from, because it's obviously an exercise bike. It's one of those, you'll see it on the video. But it was crazy, and he loved it.
And he said he was saying how good it was. I probably might lose 1 or 2 kilos.
He was out there. He was out.
I love it.
It's good.
Tag me on Facebook.
I will do.
Shane Mundy.
He was happy.
So Shane Mundy, get in contact with us, mate. You're obviously living in Howard Tranmere, somewhere around this area, so get on it. All right, Glennie, let's get this going. Give me some footy. We're going to go Hawthorn.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. For those people who don't know, we're going through week by week. We're doing 2 teams a week, and we're going through who you've picked up, who you've lost in your AFL team. Tonight, unfortunately, we're at H, which is Hawthorn. Aren't you glad you're here?
H for hooray.
So Glennie's doing Hawthorn tonight, and I'm doing GWS. So excitement for me. Let's go.
Anyway, right, this is very quickly, and I'm going to do this quick. Hawthorn is set to return to the Kokoda track. It's been part of their culture over 14 years, mate, since the great Buddy Franklin, when he was playing in a good side, Hawthorn, and the Roughie. So that dates back to 2004, as I said.
Did they do this every year?
Yep, every year, and they get all that. So they've got a group of 16 going over, administration, coaches.
Oh, so no players?
Yeah, players.
Yeah, right.
I was wondering, I was hoping they wasn't going to ask me to go. That might have been a bit hard. I found it hard walking up to the cricket the other day. But at any rate, so they had a group of coaches. Anyway, look, as Clarkson always says, it's a great education. It's good for the kids.
Sorry.
good. It's good for the camaraderie ship, and this is we talk about negatives in football. Doesn't matter what club it is.
Oh, big
doesn't matter if it's Collingwood, North Melbourne, and all the rest of it.
I won't go into it, but big negatives at the moment with our what were the two guys, Carmichael Hunt and the other guy that came from.
Rugby league, sorry.
I know.
A lot of negative stuff coming.
Yeah.
We'll probably talk about that next week. But anyway, sorry, Glenn.
Yeah, sorry. And anyway, it's just sort of about camaraderie and actually teaming. I think what Clarkson tries to do with these kids over there, and because it's such a big deal, is you've got to pull together. They've got to pull like deal making. They've got to pull together. They've got to pull together and get one another over the line, Mick, don't they? And that's what they do. So, anyway, getting off that, new players at Hawthorn. We've got Chad Wingard. You beauty, mate. Tom Scully.
Oh, geez, that's
you beauty,
pick
mate.
and
Jack Scrimshaw.
Oh, yeah, well, you.
Now, we've already told you where they're from in previous weeks. Darren Mitchington. And of course, Sammy Mitchell comes back to the fold as assistant coach.
That's
number
not
5.
So he's going to put the boots back on.
Yeah, may as
Well,
well.
he should because he's a champion. Anyway, the losses, I was a bit sad to see this guy go, Ryan Burton, which was part of the Chad Wingard deal. Will Langford retired.
Sorry, mate.
Kieran Lovell, which is the Tasmanian boy, which I was a little bit disappointed, but it's such a strong midfield. He was delisted. Don't know where he's going.
Like the next one.
Brendan Whitecross.
Where's he gone?
He's gone to North Melbourne Reserves.
Yeah.
Now, what is your reserves got?
The VFLs.
But who are they?
VFL, North Melbourne. We've got our own VFL side.
You have.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
But he's
so
gonna
he's
be a
gone
coach.
there to help you guys out.
He's going to be a coach. He's not
And he will.
not just going to play VFL.
And let me tell you, he's been brilliant, Brendan Whitecross. Also, other losses, the great Brett Ratton, he's gone to St Kilda.
Gee, he stopped playing a long time ago.
Yeah, so we
Rat.
good on your Rats, you're
Rats.
a champion, and you'll do well at St Kilda, mate. And Andrew Russell, who's been there.
Oh, he's always in the grass, isn't he?
Andrew
Russell.
He's Russell, yeah. He's been the fitness guru there. He was actually North Melbourne. You didn't know that. They're going way back. Port Adelaide, followed Clarkson, back over. He's gone. So he's gone to Carlton with the other ones that we set up, mate, as coaches over there. But they get back also Grant Birchall. He'll be back for the year. What the wants? I reckon that Hawthorn need a big key forward. Man, I reckon they need a big tall back. What's your finish, Jeff?
I don't know.
Where do you think they're going to finish, mate?
Hawthorn.
Because I think they've done all right. They've got some good kids.
You've got some great players. If you can get Tom Scully up,
I believe he'll be back. He'll be right.
I know he will.
It was a great pick.
You're not going to miss the 8.
Where did they finish last year?
Yeah, where did they
Fourth.
finish? Fourth?
Fourth.
Well, I'm putting you up around there again, mate.
Well, I'm thinking they'll finish in the 8. Anyway, that's mine. So what have you got there, mate?
I'll give you finishing 4 to 6. We've
What
got
about the GWS, mate?
6 or 7.
We've got
GWS?
Yeah, so
we've got to get through this.
I'm with you. The Giants. Now, I probably don't have a lot on this, but
I can help you out.
what have we got? The Giants have secured 4 picks inside the top 25 of the upcoming draft.
Always do.
Who's gone? Dylan Shield, big loss.
Essendon.
Tom Scully, not so much of a
Hawthorn.
loss. Not so much of a loss. Rory Lobb, big loss. Will Settlefield, not so much of a loss.
Gone to Carlton. Rory Lobb was at
He's gone to Freo.
Freo.
Yeah, and Will's gone to you.
That's
hasn't he?
right. Tommy
Sheridan, they've lost.
No, he's new.
Oh, sorry, he's new.
He's come in from
Tommy
Fremantle.
Sheridan's new.
So, yeah.
Now, what are they doing? They're hosting traditional Victorian powerhouse Richmond,
Okay.
Collingwood, Essendon, Carlton, and Sydney up in Sydney. Hawthorn's playing in Canberra for the first time.
First time.
Hope you'll lose on a Friday night.
Bit too cold for him there.
Yeah, Sydney's got 8 games.
There's a loss.
They've got
We train at Waverley.
GWS, sorry, not Sydney. They've got 8 games up there. So, anyway. The Giants currently hold picks 9, 11, 19, 25 and 52. So a good chance to pick up some young kids, which they're going to need to because they're losing all their good players.
Yeah.
Ryan Griffin was the one, I think.
He's a good player.
He's retired.
He's
Ryan
retired.
Griffin, so,
Ryan
yeah.
Griffin, and great career.
Guys, I've got them sitting between 8 and 10. They could miss the 8 for me. And I know they're super.
So they're talking about bringing
team.
back the big sausage. We're going to have some sausages later.
Yeah, Big Mummy.
But
Big
Big Mummy
Mummy.
could be
Big
coming
Mummy.
back.
Yeah.
I don't know where they sit, to be honest with you. I noticed, what's his, Toby Green, he's just
operation.
re-injured himself
Another operation.
just the other day, but he'll be back. So I don't know. I think they've been slightly underachieving for what they've had.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so come on, you guys up there. But
I wouldn't be upset if they were outside the 8. But anyway, that's just me.
So
Yeah,
just
alright,
going quickly on to horse racing.
Straight on to
over.
Cleave. Hang on a minute. Cleaves tips. Right, let's go.
Oh, now here we go. Look,
Hair tips.
we the other week we're only going to mention the one we won,
We won.
but we did well.
We did well.
Or you did well, hopefully too. But it was race 6, number 7 the other week. Canenna. He was $13. I think I've said that right. I don't even know if I said that right.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, he won $13. So who cares? We won.
13. We
Abbreviation.
actually had 100 on it too, so that was good.
We did well. That's I hope you did well there. But at any rate, look, we're getting towards the end of the carnival. Pretty much is. Saturday, so we've got Sandown races. So I've just picked out a few for the Zipping Classic. And these are these are horses with odds, so you can, again,
They're odd horses.
yeah, they are. When I pick them, mate, they are. But jump on this bit of value. So they're value horses, mate. So race 4, horse 1, top weight tally. I'd go 5 each way on him. He's $11 at the moment, and 3. Race 5, horse 10, Cool Passion, great horse, $7.50. Not bad odds there. I'd go for a win on him. Race 7, Ring a Ding Ding.
Ringer.
Hello, and he won.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
He did Ring a Ding Ding the other day, and
Ring it, ding, ding.
that is for the Sandown Guineas. This is the big one, and I'm putting, like you see, $3 he is for a win. That's what they've got on him at the moment. So I get him on fixed, because I don't know. I reckon he'll probably go down further. But that's my
Those little guinea
that's
pigs.
probably probably my bet. Or Cleave's bet. I think he's a.
Oh, this
I think he's a
this
shoo-in.
is your bet. This
Yeah,
is
I think he's a shoe in, but low odds. And we're going to give our lovely camera lady there. We're going to give her. This is not
It's
bad
Aldo.
odds. Invincible Hour again.
Whoa, here we go.
Which ran second,
He did
going
win.
back a few
He
weeks
did.
ago. Ran a smart race, so I'm giving it a
Always
go
do.
at $5.20, paying $9 and
Whoa.
3. So I'd go each way on that. So not bad odds, good horse. Anyway, that's racing. We've had a great carnival.
Bet irresponsibly, guys, because that's what
Always,
we do.
always.
We don't want to be the same as anyone else. Look, just while we're on that, guys, we do like to have a frothy on our show, and obviously it's called Friday Frothy. But Glenn's touched on it before.
Yep.
If you're going to have a drink, don't drive.
No,
Get in
like
an Uber, get in a cab.
We
get on
do
it.
this. We Uber home. We Uber. We
Uber's
don't go out there. Let everyone
Be
be
smart.
safe on the road.
Be smart.
We've got Chrissy coming up too, mate, don't we? We don't want any casualties and all that sort of
Exactly
thing.
right.
And
Philly, let's give Philly.
we're going to give Phil a ring.
Let's give Philly
the
a call.
champion.
There's a lot going on in cricket, mate. Let's give him a call.
Okay, mate.
So we've actually got Philly on the line. How are you, Philly?
All right, Phil.
Hey you guys, good
Good,
to
mate.
be back. It's been a quick roll around this week, hasn't it?
It has, mate. It has, mate. What do you got for us this week, buddy?
Well, you know what, we've talked a little bit about, we've vented our thoughts about all the sort of politics about cricket, and I must admit I'd just like to spend a couple of minutes just talking about the article from Bet Jeeves, a sort of a friend of mine, and
Freddie Jeeves.
who's had a comments about George Bailey in the Mercury about his longevity, and he sort of likened it to a conversation that a former Mercury very famous journalist, the late David Stockdale, had about David Byrne, and it was quite
Okay.
it made me have a bit of a chuckle. I don't know if you've seen it, but
No, didn't see it, Phil. That's why you're doing it, mate.
That's it, buddy. Go for it, mate.
no, he sort of he was quite. He went through, to be honest, in a nutshell, he went through George Bailey's first 4 Shield games, quite clearly stating the amount of runs he scored, 27 runs at an average of 4 or 6. And he was sort of replicating the same questions that David Stockdale asked David Byrne at age 37. And the story behind that was that Byrne went and made 100 in a Mercantile Mutual game for Tasmania. And on doing so, on reaching his century, the mouth guard came out, the bat came out, and some expletives and some animation was directed at Mr. Stockdale in no uncertain terms. So it was a sort of a bit of a tongue-in-cheek. But the thing about this is that George Bailey, who I know pretty well, and also Brett Jeeves look at life through totally different lenses. So was it an interesting question about George? You know, not only is he a leader of the team, the spiritual leader, the key batter in an emerging team. So I guess the question is, one, how long has George got? What else has he got in the locker this year? And what's his legacy? And who's the head of the throne? I might ask you guys the question.
Well, well, first of all, mate, as you probably know, I do a little bit of work down at Blunts, and I've come across him down at the gym down there, a couple of the guys down there, and doing their weights and all that. But he's the first guy, and I don't know him, but he's the first guy that comes up, he's got a smile on his face, and, how you go, mate? You know, he's the first bloke that would welcome you. But as far as what he's done, as I said, he's done everything, hasn't he? He's captained Australia in the one days and the 2020s. He's been an ornament to the game as far as Tassie goes. I don't know. I mean, how old is he now, Phil?
Look, he's 36 or in his 37th year, and look, I hear what you're saying, and the comments you make, Cleave, about you're running across him at the gym. His family's his dad John's a well-respected cricket coach in the north of the state, very passionate at Launceston Grammar. The family, a sporting family, well-grounded, and look, I think that's had a really good, part to play in George's cricket, and I think he's also on the ACA executive, George, and very, very highly thought of. In any after cricket roles that he might be interested in sort of leadership and representing the playing group. So look, it's too early to it's too early to call the bill on his retirement, but it's getting to that point where it's obviously sooner rather than later.
The words you're using there, Philly, retirement.
Yeah, look, in saying that, Mike Hussey and some of these guys now
get better as they get older.
Well, he should still be playing.
Brad Hodge.
Hodgie. Well, the thing is,
42,
if you're scoring runs, you stay. If you're not, then I suppose it's time that you start looking. But he'd have to make a hell of a good coach, wouldn't he, Phil? I mean, you look at Chippard and all these guys that we've had. I don't reckon anyone would be any better than him.
No, it's sort of hard. Look, it's the coaching.
Probably jumping a bit.
Well, it's a bit like Tim Watson. It's a totally different analogy, but so many people thought he would be a great sort of coach, but I don't know if it necessarily works like that. But look, I don't think George will be lost to the game.
No.
Just which road he goes down will
be very sad if he did.
Oh well, matey, look, yeah. We hope he still keeps playing at the moment because, as I said, he's doing nothing wrong. So
Philly, I know you're pressed for time tonight, mate. Have you got time for one question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to bring this up in Out With It tonight. But we went to the game on Sunday night.
Yeah, we did.
And
froze.
From what I've seen, because they've changed from primetime TV, Channel 7, Channel 9, whatever it is, to Foxtel, they're down 80% in viewers on TV, and this really worries me because if we're down 80% on viewers, that means people don't know that games are on, and it also means that there's no adults there, cricket players, for kids to aspire to be or to look up to, and that really worries me. Is that something that's going around at the moment that we're missing out on?
Well, I read a couple of letters to the editor about sort of people not supporting former well-known sort of Ascenti Bay and Tasmanian football person, Bill Sorrell. He wrote a letter to the editor saying, shame on you Tasmanians for not supporting it, blah, blah, blah. And our old friend from up north, Mickey Leopard, said, York Park is the centre of the universe, and tongue-in-cheek. But look, it's not everybody reached the Mercury. If the argument was that the game was well promoted in the Mercury, and look, maybe it was a bit of an up yours to sort of the authorities.
That's what I reckon.
That's what I thought, mate. Yeah. Why wouldn't they, if they're going to play it on a Sunday, because there's a lot of sports on a Saturday, You know, like people have got all different sports on and that, and cricket, obviously, local cricket and all the rest of it. But Sunday, why was it so late? Why wouldn't they start at, say, and just be a day game and probably start at, say, 10 o'clock?
Because just in case you people don't realise, it can get cold in Tasmania.
And it was cold.
It was cold.
In the stand it was, but it was out in the hill. It looked beautiful.
It's the same. It's the same with football games.
Out there.
Philly, they put on Hawthorn versus someone in Launceston, and they put them on a Sunday afternoon game. You know, where no one in Hobart's going to travel. They're not going to go up and drive back at at 12 o'clock at night and come back. Same with the cricket. People from Lonnie weren't going to drive down. So pretty bad organisation, I believe. But we'll have a talk about that later, mate.
Yeah. Just one quick thought about that. Look, I reckon. And I'd like to hazard a really strong guess that the financial logistics, the Fox Sport telecast rights, the connection with other cricket going on in the world at the same time, it would be all interrelated. It wouldn't be as simple as as a sort of a piece of flake and chips on the plate trying to work it out why it wasn't a day match or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll probably never know. But look, I guess it's feedback now about what works, and I guess there was some really good cricket play, which I'm just...
Yeah, there was, mate.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, mate, one last question before we let you go, buddy, because I know you've got to go. Has 2020 cricket killed one-day internationals?
Yeah, look, I
it's a big one.
There's definitely an overlap there. It's and if you look at Cricket Tasmania's marketing, it's the way it's set up, it's the sort of Hurricanes side, the junior in Devonport. There's an office now for the Hurricanes.
Yep.
And I think Nick Cummins' background with the Sydney Thunder, that's his strong focus. That's his what would you call it? Where he ticks his boxes and he gets judged and the ODIs are sort of it's sort of a bit of a squeeze, isn't it? Like it's
I've got to tell you that we sat around for the first 35 overs being pretty bored, didn't we, guys?
We did, yeah.
Until they started swinging the bat. Yeah, they still got a good score, but it was still pretty boring. So I think we've just got that mentality now that we want to see guys just get out there and just rip it and hit it. Smack it for six. And
I mean, the South Africans, I think the projected scores was around about
188.
First of all, 188. And then I kept thinking, well, they've only had a few out. And then what did it end up? Then it was projected around about 240, 250.
Yeah, keep going and growing and growing.
And then it just grew, mate. And
but it got more exciting at the end of the game, as we know. The last 10 overs.
What's his name?
Duplessis.
That's it. That's the same.
And Miller.
Say that quick.
Miller.
And Miller.
Twin
and they were terrific. But so was Stoinis. I thought he was good. I thought he just got out at the wrong time, Phil. Stoinis. But him and also Marsh, we had a little bit of a go, didn't we, the other week about him. But he actually delivered. So this is the problem with him. It's just consistency. Round over the board. He did bat well, but this is the thing. They're in, they're out all the time, aren't they?
Yes, so there you go, Philly.
Yeah, I think with the batting, there's some, Finch alluded to the being one-dimensional, not having the match sort of sense about rotating the strike. Yeah, there was some.
You said that last week.
Yeah, but just it's the way he's wired a bit. I think I can see his devastating strike power, but he's sort of got a game awareness and game sense has got to come as well, because there's a bit between the ears with the game of cricket,
That's it.
Look, and he's got some time to develop those skills, and
yeah,
but it's going to be an interesting year. Still, I reckon. I'm looking forward to the tests in India.
Yep.
It's going to be. They're going to throw the bloody the heat beads at us. Don't worry. It'll be a really interesting series. How we cope with that, I reckon.
Yep. No, we're looking forward to it, mate. Looking forward to it. All right, buddy, we're going to let you go, man, because I know that you are absolutely under the pump today. So thank you so much for your time, Philly. We really, really appreciate it, mate.
Yeah, we do, mate. You keep up the good work, and hopefully we can have a little bit longer chat next week.
Yeah. Look forward to having a chat next week. Cheers.
Okay, Phil. See you, mate.
Philo. See you, buddy.
Bye.
Yeah.
He's on the ball, young Philo, isn't he?
He's it's the busy time of the year. We're lucky to get hold of him. I mean, it's. I think we're all busy, but he gives up his time, doesn't he?
He does.
Each week, and,
every week.
Full of information and that. So thanks, mate.
Yep.
Possibly as well.
All right, guys. Well,
okay.
That's all we've got time for tonight.
Thanks, Mick, for coming over, and
thank
all
you,
the way from the sunny Gold Coast. I've got another jumper here for you, mate. If you want to put that on,
it's snowing outside.
It's a bit, it's almost, it is a bit cool, but you know, you're right.
Guys, hope you've had a great week. I hope you have a great weekend. Have a couple of frosts. Be careful.
Yeah.
And make sure you join in next week when we talk to Darren Belling, because this guy is a superstar, and I can't wait to talk to him. To be honest with you,
with all the viewers coming in now too, and we've got, as Jeff pointed, you know, we've got some really good guests coming up in the next 5 to 6 weeks. Some rippers actually, and we're not going to mention it now, but if you guys have got any questions for us or anything like that, just send it in to us, and you know, we'll try and answer them.
Yep, and also log into YouTube and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Ring the bell. Ring that bell.
Or don't.
Just ring it.
We don't care, because we're going to do this whether or not we subscribe or not, because we enjoy it. So I hope you're enjoying it as well. Guys, have a great weekend. Have a great Friday night. We'll see you next week.
You're right.
Hey.
She's had enough to drink, she doesn't care.
I've had 2 drinks.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, it's all good.
Even I had the sense to turn my phone off.
That's the second. It was Mick the other week when he rang me. That was going ding, ding, ding. We want people to drink responsibly.